Hi, welcome to TS24x7. I am going to explain about control flow in nested try catch and finally. Control flow in nested try catch and finally blocks. Let us see an example here. Here I have taken a class. Inside class I am taking try block with statements statement 1. Similarly I am taking two more statements inside try block, statement 2 and statement 3. Here in try block I am taking another try block. This is nested try block or inner try block. Similarly I am giving three statements here, statement 4, 5 and 6. For this inner try block, now I am taking catch block. Catch exception E. Here I am taking one statement 7 and next I am taking finally block here. With statement 8. Now I am taking one more statement here, statement 9, to print the rest code. Now here I am taking catch block for outer try block, exception E. Here I am giving one more statement, it is 10. Similarly I am taking finally block for outer try block with statement 11. I am taking one more statement here, it is statement 12. Now see the cases. If there is no exception inside this try block, then run this program, what will get? See, all statements will execute except the catch statements, because there is no exception, there is no need of this catch block statement. So there is no statement 7 and statement 10 in this output. 7 and 10 not there. Now see, in case 2, if there is an exception rises at statement 2, let us see here. I am raising an exception here. Now run this program. If there is a catch block is matched, particular catch block is handled, for this try block it will go for catch block. Here it is handling the exception, so the statement 1 is printed. At statement 2 we are getting the risky code, exception rises, so it will comes to the catch block. Here it is handling the exception and the remaining finally and the rest code is also printed. If the particular catch block is not handling the exception, if I give here as null pointer exception, here run this program, then it will become abnormal termination because there is no catch block to handle this exception. Now see, if the exception rises at nested try block, here statement 2, if the exception rises at nested try block 9 divided by 0. Now run this program. If particular catch block is handling, nested catch block is handling, then the statement 7, 8 and 9 and this 10 is no need, this catch block, and finally block and the rest code is also print, and this become a normal termination if the exception not rises in nested catch block. Null pointer exception I have given like this. Now see, the outer try block will handle this exception. Now the statement 7 is not printing and the 10 will print. This nested try block exception will handle by this catch block, outer catch block, and remaining code will print as this. This became a normal termination if both catch blocks are not handling the exception which is riser in nested try block. If I give like this, then it will become abnormal termination. See here, it will become abnormal termination. Now, if the exception rises in finally block, if the exception rises in finally block, then the outer catch block will handle this exception. Run this program. This outer catch block will handle this exception. So the statement 10 is printed and it will become normal termination. If it is not handling by this, then it will become abnormal termination. Yes, this became abnormal termination. If the exception rises at and rest code at here, now run this program. If the exception is handled by this outer try block, outer catch block, then it is okay. Otherwise, if there is no particular catch block to handle this exception, then it will become abnormal termination. If I give like this, now run this program, it will become abnormal termination. If the exception rises at finally block, for outer try block, there is a finally block, right? It will always abnormal termination because there is no catch block for this finally block. If the exception rises at statement 12 at rest code of the try block, see, here it is also abnormal termination. In these two cases, it is always abnormal termination. This is about the flow in try catch and finally, for nested try catch and finally. Thank you.